Pretty insane market volatility today. Down on the day, 4,200 on the 200K, trading 6 micros, down 725 today on the 50K, trading 1 micro. We were at equity peaks last Thursday. It's been a choppy, I guess, 4 trading days. Minus 49.50 on the week on the 200K, minus 870 on the week on the 50K portfolio. Let's look at the market and the trades on the day. You see the day session with the .D and the Nasdaq. Massive rally here at the open. Lots of chop. When the market stops trading, it doesn't look as choppy as when it is trading. Let's look at it on a 1-minute chart for the 24-hour session. When we look at these, it's just a day session. The .D is just from 8:30 to 3:15. You can see the NYC tick. You can see the advanced decline line started negative, went all the way to plus 1,700, all the way to minus 1,400, all the way back to 0, all the way down to minus 1,300 at the close. Crazy advanced decline line, and the ticks were pretty wild as well, going from a high of only 945 to minus 1253. Let's look at it on the we had the CPI today. So the CPI came out 8.3%. And the market sold off immediately. The market has been rallying, though, overall on CPI days. And so shortly after the market sold off, about 30 minutes of selling, the market rallied. It rallied, and then it sold off, and it rallied at the open. On the Nasdaq, rallied almost all the way back on the S&P. 100% mean reversion of this sell-off. And then it chopped in a pretty big range, 40-point moves back and forth. And then it sold off. It was a choppy sell-off with lots of bounces. And so extreme, because we're used to seeing hot CPI would be bearish, but the bulls call peak inflation. So they buy it, and that's what they tried to do today, but they finally had to give it up as the weight of the market rolled over. And it was a very choppy day overall. So these were the results. We'll go over the trades now. Let's take a look at the trades. So overall, the CPI number tells us that inflation might be more persistent. It might not be spiking higher, but it's here to stay. And we had 1 out of 3 S&P strategies up on the day. You see Cobra 3 just stopped out on this rally. Adaptive moving average is profitable on the day, even though it took a lot of back and forth trades here. It got long, got short, got long, got short, got long. So you had 1, 2, 3 trades in a row that went against it, 4 trades in a row. Just chopped up in here, and then had this nice short trade. Looked like the market would reverse, got long, and then rolled over and shorted it again. So up on the day on a adaptive moving average, gap continuation reverse, called a reversal move, and no follow through. I'm going to check the gap continuation reverse is interesting. It has one type of strategy that trades alongside, and it trades alongside a different way. And so I'm going to try to reverse that and maybe see what we can do on the short side. SR counter trend 2. Yeah, 1 for 4. Actually, 1 for 4 today on the S&P strategies. I don't know if I said 1 out of 3, but only 1 out of 4 strategies were profitable today. SR counter trend 2 also lost. Just this big surge of buying at the open. There just seems to be this excitement every time there's high CPI to call a top in inflation, and that we're going to call a bottom in the market, a top in inflation. Every day there's a group of bulls trying to call the bottom. To me, if they're constantly trying to call the bottom, we constantly see these dip buyers come in, then it seems like the sentiment would still say there's more downside risk until they give it up. It looked like they were giving it up in April, came back, and you can just draw a line through this week. If you draw a line, here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the S&P futures, and it's traded in this very choppy range right here. Yesterday, this SR counter trend was a winner. Today, it was a loser. And those 1 for 4 on the S&P, Nasdaq, gap continuation, frustrating. A couple of trades in a row here as we go short. This is a great short. The market sold off. It rallied. It sold off. It rallied, and then it heads in the right direction. Ultimately, this is the right direction. Is down. And this is getting it on a rollover before it's at the lows is ideal. But it rallied again, and so it rallied again, and then stopped us out. Would have been a much different result had gap continuation 2019 and 2022 not been stopped out at those swing highs today. Needed a little bit bigger stop loss on the short side. The short side has been challenging on this strategy lately. Even though this is one of my best strategies, one of the most profitable strategies. Last couple of short trades look like this, and so it's always a little bit annoying when you see you have the trade in the right direction. It just stops you out in time and price, and then it rolls over. So that's how it works sometimes in trading. Sometimes everything goes your way, and sometimes it feels like everything goes against you. Today felt like that a lot. Tick reversal, stopped out. It seems like every time we took a trade, like if we took a long trade, most of the time it would, not in this case, but we took a long trade, it started to go down. If we took a short trade, it started to go up. If you sold it, it went up. If you bought it, it went down. Today, that's what it felt like. Tick reversal did get a good short into the close. Still down on the day because one long trade was a loser. One short trade was a winner. This was at equity peaks yesterday, I believe. And let's take a look here. It hit equity peaks right here on the 10th. It's been choppy in here. We released this strategy back in here. We started trading it, I think back in March. And so the out of sample is really good. And we're just getting extreme volatility right now because there is a group of bulls that want to call the bottom and just chop it up, just constantly dip buying when it should go down. Tick wave, got the rush on the open, tried to buy it. Sometimes that works. Today it did not. Esther counter trend 2 tried to get short, got stopped out. Cobra 2022, 2 winners in a row. Up overnight, we came in on the day. During the CPI, we did not take any trades. We were flat during this whole CPI. And didn't start trading it until the day session opened at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 trades were losers on the Nasdaq. Only 1 out of 6 were winners. So overall, 2 out of 10 strategies today were profitable in all of this chop. And so that's just a strategy total. We had more trades that were profitable because some of those strategies took more than one trade. But those are the trades on the day for May the 11th, 2022. One more thing to note is that all the FANG stocks are now in a bear market, down 20% off the highs. The S&P is still not in a bear market. I think it's down around 15%. I have to go back and check, but you have to be down 20% to be considered in a bear market. So we'll see what happens next. We are flat at the end of the day. I think there's a lot more downside to this market, but we can have a sustained uptrend or bounce at any time. It seems like we haven't had enough two-sided price action, but we're still down, and so it can go either way, and we're ready to take long or short trades for tomorrow's trade. Hey, David Bean here. Welcome to Capstone Trading Systems YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe to join our community of algorithmic traders. We are real money traders. We share our winning streaks, we share our losing streaks, as well as market updates, strategies, and coding tips.